Hey guys, I'm Brenda Breland and I'm here to chat all things health, fitness, mindset, and business. I will be sharing how transforming my body allowed me to transform my life and how you can do the same. So grab a cup of coffee or your favorite cocktail. I'm so excited you're here. Let's get unfiltered.
Welcome back to Unfiltered. I am your host, Brenda Breland, and today we are going to talk a little bit about something that may be a little bit controversial, depending on what side of the fence you're on, and that is network marketing. Okay, the whole point of this conversation is to share with you guys my experience inside network marketing and the tools that it gave me to create and run a six-figure online fitness business. My journey is my own, and I want to share with you guys, what I learned from that. I don't want to talk about the company itself. I'm not going to name it. I'm not going to bash network marketing, and you'll find out why as you continue to listen. So if you're someone who has a bad taste in your mouth from network marketing, I urge you to listen to this podcast, listen to the things that maybe you're not paying attention to that you could have learned through your own journey, because believe me, my journey is not all rainbows and butterflies, but you take from it what you choose, right? So let's jump in. I want to kind of start this off by sharing kind of where this started for me. This started for me in 2016. I had just had my son, my second child, and I had some crazy postpartum depression going on top of already having anxiety. And long story short, I needed a way to dig myself out of this hole. My OB gave me strict orders and only gave me 8 weeks to try to figure it out. And that was if things did not progress. So for me, network marketing was something that I needed, right? And I think a lot of women find themselves in this position. They find themselves not happy with their life. They find themselves wanting more. They find themselves needing more connections. And by connections, I mean to people. And I think this is where network marketing comes in. It gives women that opportunity to experience and try to find that more, right? And for me, I think from the standpoint that I was at in my life, I was needing and wanting more. And this was almost like the gate that opened up, or the floodgates that opened up my eyes to what I was capable of, and really how, I could take myself out of that 9-to-5 corporate world and make money. Okay. Because we are taught that in order to make money, we have to work for someone else. Okay. And I'm not saying that network marketing takes away from that or is not that. But what I'm saying is that I personally did everything I was supposed to be doing, right? Society tells me to go get a job, work a 9-to-5, find something that you enjoy. I did that. I love marketing. That's what I love doing. You guys know that. I had a 9-to-5 in that industry. I worked in the sports industry, which is also my thing, right? I was making okay money. I thought it was good money then. Now I realize it really wasn't. I had insurance for me and my kids, right? These are all things that I was supposed to have after I got out of college that should make me happy, but I wasn't happy, right? I wasn't. There was something that was missing, and joining network marketing opened my eyes to my ability to be able to find what was missing and make it happen. Right. So that for me was the number one thing that network marketing taught me was there's more out there. You have more options. If you want to make something happen, you can make it happen. Right. When I joined network marketing, I didn't know shit about the company. I had only been using the products for maybe 2 weeks, right? And I got on one phone call with an upper level tier, quote unquote tier person. I don't even know what the hell you call them. And of course, they sold me on the products. I gave them $1,200 and I was off, right? So from there, it was really my job to just kind of figure it the fuck out and make it happen. Ask questions and start putting things out there. And that's exactly what I did, right? I didn't have all the answers. I had never done this before, but at that point in my life, I knew that I needed something and I was willing to just go for it. Right. And this leads me into the next thing that I learned from network marketing is that you don't need a perfectly bound playbook in order to be successful. Okay. I consider myself, although like I didn't win any awards, I didn't wasn't on any crazy stages with lights and dance parties, right? Like all the shit you see on network marketing stuff. I was never that person, but I never felt like I was unsuccessful in the business. I was able to sell the product. I was able to pay for my own product. I wouldn't say I quote unquote made money, but at that time I felt like I was, right? I wasn't losing money. I do feel like even though I knew nothing about the business, through that experience, I was able to gain a lot of confidence and see that even with not knowing anything about the business or how to do it or having done it before or having even a friend that had done it, I was able to be successful. And again, I feel like that's my own point of view. Some people may be listening to this who are in that company with me and be like, you weren't successful. You didn't get top rank this or rank that or rank whatever. I don't fucking care. Like that to me was that's not my success. My success is what I did when I was inside of that company, what things I learned and how I transitioned that. And that's why I'm here today. The next thing that I learned inside of network marketing is sales. And all of you guys who are like wanting to exit right now, stick with me because I want to chat with you about why this was so important. And by sales, I don't mean the cringe-worthy cold messages that you get inside of your messages that say like, I'm looking for 5 testers for this, or I'll send you free product. That's not what I'm talking about. Okay. Was I taught to do that? Absolutely. Right. That's what they want. They want you to be in as many people's DMs as possible. They want you to be out in front of as many people as possible. And that's how they communicate that. But here's what that taught me. Okay. For me and my business right now, I also have to connect with people. I have to nurture leads. I have to get out there, right? Sales and leads don't just fall into your lap. Okay. You have to fucking work for them. You have to find them. You have to create content that sells. You have to do all of these things, right? And this is all stuff that I was learning then that I just over the last 3 years got really fucking good at, right? So although, so many people look at network marketing and their strategies on marketing and say, that doesn't align, because 100%, that's one of the main reasons I left before I even really was doing well in my business, was because the way they marketed their products or services or whatever you call them did not align, right? But because their messaging didn't align, didn't mean that their strategy as far as having to connect with people and having to start conversations and having to do those things wasn't right, right? It was the way they went about it. So that in itself is another big thing that I was able to learn through network marketing was, in order to make sales, you have to connect with people. You have to have conversations, right? This is the same with anything. It doesn't matter if you're talking about Target, if you're talking about my online business, or if you're talking about the bakery down the street, right? None of those products or services are going to sell themselves unless they get out in front of people. So for me, the good, the bad, the ugly when it came to sales that I learned has now transitioned into my own sales methodology and how I connect with people online and how I find my ideal client. And that's essentially, one of the biggest things. And I'm guessing anyone who's listening to this who has been in network marketing would agree with me that you learn from this process is you learn how to sell. You learn what works for you and you learn your own voice and how to do that in a way that aligns with your morals and values in your business. So that's number 3, right? We've talked about finding, we've talked about opening the floodgates and understanding that there are things and ways outside of the corporate 9-to-5 and how you can make your own money. We've talked about not feeling like you have to know all the things in order to be successful, right? Not needing that perfectly bound playbook. We've also talked about sales and how we have been able to take what we've learned from network marketing and transition that into our own methodology, right? So those alone, you guys, are 3 huge takeaways that I learned from network marketing. I want to wrap this all up with sharing with you guys that the connections that you make with network marketing and the people that you meet, the events that you go to, these are all things that are going to connect you with people, in my opinion, that unless you have like some sort of horrible experience, which I know there are, these are going to be connections that you're going to value for a very long time. Or this is at least what happened for me, right? I was sitting in the audience at my very first in-person event for this company in 2017. It was in Tampa, Florida. And I was sitting there and I was watching these doctors on stage and these people. And I was like, I know no one here. This is literally fucking crazy. I was like on the network marketing event high, but all I could think whenever I saw those 2 people on stage, and I'm not going to name drop who they are, I just remember thinking, I want to be that successful. I want to impact people's lives the way that they're impacting people's lives right now. Those 2 people, one of them more in particular, has been someone who has supported me and been a mentor, encourager in my own business. Not only did they teach me the foundations that I needed to learn just by following them on social media and attending events, they were a catalyst for me being able to step into who I truly was in this business and in this industry. So you may be sitting there thinking, I walked away from network marketing and didn't gain anything from it. I want you to sit back and think about how you've changed as a person. What things you learned that maybe were bad experiences that you didn't enjoy going through, but taught you valuable lessons and things that you're actually probably utilizing in your day-to-day business now, right? And I think, again, when it comes to realizing that there's ways to make money outside of the corporate world, what you're capable of. You don't need to understand all of the things in order to do that. And just being able to step into your own voice. I really do think that going through everything I did in network marketing is something that has truly been able to help me step into who I am in this industry, helped me learn how to connect with my ideal clients, and just helped me learn how to be a good coach, right? I coached in a way that fills in all the blanks of the things that I wish I had, right? And that's all the way from network marketing to that first upline, right? All the way to every coach that I've hired. I've learned something from every single one of them. And through that process of learning and maybe not having great experiences, I've been able to develop my successful business and my successful coaching strategy and my successful sales strategy. And again, had I not gone through all of those things, I would not be here today. So I hope this sheds some light on a different perspective on network marketing for you guys, because I do believe that there are things you can learn from every experience. Fellow network marketers, you guys know what it's like to go through those things. You guys know the good, the bad, the ugly. And I want to encourage you guys to take what you've learned. And if you're feeling stuck, if you're feeling like there's still more, explore that. If you need help knowing what direction to go, reach out to me. My DMs are always open, because I think, again, this can truly be a catalyst to open the door to showing you what you're truly capable of. So I hope you guys enjoyed my viewpoint on network marketing. This is kind of something that I wanted to share a little bit more of in detail, and what better way to do it than here on Unfiltered. So thank you guys all so much for joining me. I will see you guys on the next episode. And as always, keep it unfiltered. If you're hearing this message, you've listened to the entire episode, and for that, I thank you from the bottom of my heart. I hope you enjoyed this new episode, and if you did, please leave me a review on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. And as always, keep it unfiltered.